Today finds us at Fort Shenandoah outside of Winchester, Virginia. And I'm here with my friend Rob from Atlanta. And this is an organization called the N-SSA, North-South Skirmish Association, which has actually been around for like, I think 70 years now. I think they were formed around 1950. And what it is a group of people from all over the United States. They get together, I think, once or twice a year. This is their spring get-together. And they have competitions. They have competitions with Civil War weapons, include smoothbore muskets, and we're going to watch them fire in a minute. I think this competition has 5 people per team, and they try to break the targets. Now this is smoothbore, but they also shoot pistols and rifled muskets and cannons.
5-man teams shooting at 4 different events, trying to break those targets. And what they're doing is timing them. And they have 4 events. They take the aggregate time of all 4 events, and the team with the least amount of time wins the competition.
Oh, I think so. We got a judge sitting there for every one of these groups, huh?
Right. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Behind them, you'll see a safety officer and a timer who's timing the events as they do it.
Women on this team here.
Yeah, there's women. A lot of women in the N-SSA.
So they're getting ready for the next bout of competition here. Yeah, they're firing off the caps to make sure the guns aren't loaded, so no one has an unfair advantage. You can see there's lots of women here. They're in the competitions as well. So that's the sound of a musket firing with just that little percussion cap on there. So you're going to hear the muskets of like 125 5-man teams in just a minute. These are smoothbore. That's what you would have heard in battle. When they first opened fire, just thousands of muskets going off all at once, and then a dead pause. Nothing happened as they reloaded. And then it would start picking up again. Well, shot here, shot there, and now they're firing at will. So that's kind of the sound of battle would make. So there's like 600-700 muskets firing right now. And what they're doing now, the shooting's over, so the safety officers make them put a cap on there and shoot it so that they know everyone has an unloaded weapon. It's about an hour between matches, so we're going to come up here to where the sutlers are. And what a sutler is, I would be like a private individual that would follow the Army, and they would sell stuff to the soldiers, whether it might be food or just extra socks and stuff like that. What they have here is a bunch of buildings where they're selling different things, so let's check it out. That's the official N-SSA store. Let me zoom in on that so you can see what I'm talking about. We're just going to wander up through here, Rob and I, and look at different things. There's a lot of like World War II stuff here too, so it ought to be worth checking out, I guess. That looks like the little ones I found in the river. Remember the baby bomblets?
2 miles up the road. 3 of them. No, I said it was hugging the mountain. Oh yeah, and then
that's cool.
They're going.
And there's just a bunch of stuff, so I won't bore you with our shopping. This is the inside of one of the sutlers' tents, and they sell all kinds of things for reenacting and whatnot. And I just want to show you a few things. These are all different gun parts for reenactors. Like that's a butt plate. You see me find those quite often. You got hammers from the muskets. They sell all kinds of stuff. They got belt buckles over here, and they're only $9 too. And they're nice, lead filled. kind of like the one I wear. It's US. And if you notice, they have all kinds of different letters on them. This is like the North Carolina. These would be the militia buckles. Here's an SNY. That's for state of New York. Find quite these are pretty common for Yankee plates, for state plates. A baby SNY. This is a Georgia. This is a Georgia cartridge box plate. You can see it has 2 loops on the back, so that goes on the cartridge box. And this is a Georgia belt plate. You can see it has a 3-hook on the back. So they have bullets and other things you can buy in here. These are some little round balls and some small caliber conical bullets. I actually have found a lot of those in my river hunts. Little bag of mini balls, $12.50. So not too many of them really, but lead's expensive. And this is what the canteens look like. When I find them, you see me find these in the river, notice that they're just metal, but they actually were wrapped with wool. And they did that to help keep them cool, so you could wet the outside of the canteen, and through evaporation would keep the water cool.
I need a cocktail too.
So they're getting ready for another match. Want to go check it out?
It's a nooner time. Margarita, damn, you got it. All right, lady.
Load and come to the ready.
Hey, Rob.
It didn't take these guys in the red but about 2 rounds to take them all out.
They're pretty good?
Yeah.
I want to point out to you as well, you know how I always tell you, they didn't wear a lot of belts back in those days, like to hold up your pants, but they wore suspenders. I'm going to show you what they look like. That guy right there has suspenders on. And what they do is they go up over the shoulder, and you can see the 2 little buttons down low. That holds your pants up. Most of the soldiers didn't actually wear belts that went around the waist to hold their pants up. That era, it was very common to have the suspenders that went over the top. I just ran into a friend of mine, George Semples, and he's on this team here, so we'll watch them shoot. He's a local guy, and he's a relic hunter too. He's really, really good. Are you shooting?
No, it's a time of safety, but somebody else grabbed my watch.
Oh, okay. So we're still in the smoothbore competition, and what they're doing is they're moving the targets out to 50 yards. It's only 50 yards. Before they were 25, which really is not far at all. And I do believe that with a smoothbore musket, they say that at 100 yards, which is just twice this distance, you'd be lucky to hit a man. That's why they had to march up so close to each other during the battles. Of course, now this is smoothbore. The war progressed, they went to rifle muskets. Now with a rifle musket, you can shoot a man at several hundred yards with no problem. So just marching to get this close with your smoothbore, you were being killed 10 minutes before you could even get this close.
Look at 32.
quit firing. I see one target still hanging, but it has a hole in it, so that must count as the hit. Notice some of the guys were actually holding on to the ramrod as they were firing. They were shouldering the musket and they were holding on to it, which makes a lot of sense too. I think regulation, the Army regulation was actually that you had to put it back into the musket, you know, in the holders. But I think that would probably take a lot of time, and maybe a lot of guys didn't do it. I don't know. I was too busy eating lunch. They're doing their repeaters now, so let's go over and check it out. Most of these guys are using Henrys, and I think they hold something like 17 rounds. You can see them loading them in a little tube up near the end of the barrel. There's plunk, 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 plunk like the modern 22s. They're not all Henrys, obviously, but there's most of them are.
Load and come to the ready.
Volume of fire with these carbines is just so much more intense than it was with the musket. You see why they never stood a chance. The muskets, that is, against these things. It's incredible, the difference.
Load and come to the ready.
Look at 32.